Hey people, this is Talem Splash, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. In the last part, we went through the ambience of Sansi, and in this part we're going to go explore into the Tomb of Raithwall. I just want to decide my party really fast. You know, I think I'm going to keep it as is. I got Ash's Knight, Balthier's Time Mage, Bosch's White Mage. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'd like to control Ash because she's my knight. How's your gear? How's your gear looking? Ooh, you need stuff. Anyone else need stuff? I think that's good. Let's give you, you know, we'll just give you the bangles, that way we can see traps. I don't, actually Bosch can see them too, but it's okay, it's not a huge deal. So we go and examine this ancient device, and it takes us into the Tomb of Raithwall. So, fun times ahead. I really like this dungeon. There's actually an optional boss here. We probably won't be doing it in this video, just because I'm not really, like, over-leveled at all. I'm actually, like, at level, I would say. Maybe I'm slightly over-leveled, but I'm not, like, over-licensed or over-geared or anything. I'm actually, like, under-geared, I would say, a little bit. So, we're not going to be doing, the first demon wall, that's for sure. You don't know what the first demon wall is, where you're about to find out in, like, 10 seconds. What was that thing? A contraption you find in all but the most rudimentary ancient ruin. One touch and you're whisked off to you-know-not where. The finer points of their operation elude me, but they're handy all the same. What more need a sky pirate know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Balthier, my man. So anyway, we go down here. Man, by the way, look at this temple, or this tomb. Look how beautiful it is, just in all aspects. Like, the detail on the walls and stuff is so cool. I love it. It's so awesome. Anyway, we walk over here. Oh, man. Yeah, it's got claws, it's got spidery legs. Oh, gross. So yeah, this is the one that we are not gonna fight. We are gonna have to kill one, but this one I really don't want to risk it.
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
The game sort of intends for you to run, but if you do kill it, at least in the original, if you do kill it in the original, you could get access to the blood sword. Unfortunately, the blood sword isn't in this version of the game at this point. I mean, it still exists. It has different stats and stuff. So there's not really a reason to do it apart from just, you know, for the fun of it. I think they put like a mage power shack or something there instead. I can't remember. But this is the one here that we do have to kill. So we are gonna kill this one. And don't worry, I'll come back and kill that demon wall later. I know you're probably disappointed, like, oh, he's not killing the demon wall.
We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Together we can bring it down, indeed. Yeah, I know. I kind of wish I did it too, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't really care. The rewards aren't worth it, and I just want to get on and have fun. And I wouldn't do it if I was normally playing, so I'm not going to do it just because I'm recording. Anyway, if you touch these altars, it'll actually, certain ones, if you touch the brazier, it'll turn off the fire, and it'll actually halt the demon wall's advance, which helps a lot. And actually, we're just plowing through this one. This one's really easy. It's a lot easier than the other one, for sure. You can cast Blind Go. Man, I don't have any, blind prevents. I just want to make sure that the ones, actually, all of us need to not be blinded, so I'm just going to go ahead and have everyone eye drop themselves. Ooh, gas. Oh man, it's Yuso. That's my buddy Yuso. Happy to see me on PSN, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it's 'cause I don't ever log in on PSN. Oh, can we get that? Can we get that, please? Oh, we missed out on that brazier. Man, I wanted to get it, but like, I was stuck in a queue. That's fine. Alright, so Vossler just got annulled. He lost all his MP. He actually can banish you. But, yeah, he's gonna do it. Who's he gonna do it to? Not me, please. Alright, he did it to Vossler. So Vossler got sent to the X zone. We did it, so it's all good. It's a pretty easy boss, honestly. Oh, and he just shatters to pieces. Yeah, that person who sent me the message, that's my friend Adrian. I've been friends with him since, like, since the TSG days. Yeah, I've been friends with him since a long time. I can't really think of the year. It must have been like 2012 or something like that we started hanging out a little bit. He's pretty cool. He's a good friend of mine. Congratulations, you did it. Congration. Oh, we done it. I think that's deserving of a sip of my water. I don't want to parch myself out here. So yeah, I just got done recording 3 whole videos of Super Mario Galaxy 2. So if those are up yet and you see them being uploaded, I highly recommend you go and check them out because I love that game. And it's so good. Everything about Super Mario Galaxy 2 is excellent, especially since you know, Super Mario Odyssey is out these days. I highly recommend you guys give it a shot. Give that LP a shot if you want to, if you have time. Those episodes are a little bit shorter than the Final Fantasy 12 ones at this point, because these FF12 ones are gonna start going on for like an hour. Well, I don't know, maybe an hour. We'll see. We got ourselves a nice cutscene though, so I'm gonna shut up. I like this cutscene. It's pretty good.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your Majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard. It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Alright. Ash can definitely hear its call. Well, I feel like it's more like she feels it within her. Like, she just has that inclination. Anyway, Vossler is back with us since that cutscene brought him back. Whenever you watch that cutscene, if someone's been sent to the X Zone, they'll come back, which is kind of nice. So anyway, first things first, let's go and get this urn, because it is the urn, and that gives us the map. You obtain a map of the Tomb of Raithwall. Man, I'm so happy that this game was remastered in HD. It's like blowing my mind all over again. The fact that I have my favorite game of all time just in my hands, ready to play, and just a beautiful, beautiful version of it, like the definitive version of Final Fantasy 12 in my, it's just, it's so good. The power of Day Effect and Nethicite in my hands, basically what it is. So anyway, we're gonna be getting through this whole Tomb of Raithwall in this whole video. What I'm doing right now, if you're wondering, I'm going around and killing all the bats in this area because I'm trying to spawn a rare monster called the Barmu, and he is spawned by constantly killing as many bats as you can until he shows up, basically. So that's what we're gonna be doing for now. We are pretty powerful, honestly, so I'm not too worried. If you look at the map, it's a pretty big area, a pretty sprawling place. We're gonna explore the north first and the south second. I mean, you can do the south first if you want, and then you go and do the middle one here, and then the end, and that's the whole dungeon. So it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. There's nothing here. Let's go back. Let's go back. Ooh, there's a bat, a tasty bat. What are we doing on wait mode? Let's get ourselves on active there. Maybe Bosch can reach it. I don't think so. Bosch, can you reach it? Or Balthier, can you reach it with your? Oh, we're good. Because Balthier's got the crossbow. Yeah, I was thinking if they added a crossbow job in Final Fantasy 12, I mean in Final Fantasy 14, that'd be the only way they could like somehow fit in the ranger job at this point. Unless they make it like the time mage thing. But like usually time mages in Final Fantasy don't have crossbows. They have like the little tiny scepters. I'm thinking of like the time mages in Tactics or in like I don't remember what did like Final Fantasy 3 and 5 like what weapons did they use? I can't for the life of me recall. Just get nice and squeezed there. Okay, there we go. And boom. And you stepped on the trap, Balthier. You had to ruin it. Actually, you're not gonna get experience. That sucks. Okay, Vossler's taking care of the Phoenix down. That's nice of you, Vossler. Using my own inventory as a guest. How rude. Yeah, that's fine. Ash can also heal. I'm just gonna have her heal herself because I feel like I don't know. I like us being kind of at full HP. Not too full. Just full enough where I'm comfortable. Ooh, we got Dispel. Okay, so that'll be really good for our 2 white mages, Bosch and Fran. You start to use Dispel a lot more in the second half of the game. which we're not at yet. Like right now, we're still definitely in like the first half. We'll be in the first half for a while. I kind of mark this dungeon as being the 25% mark. So, yeah, I would say another what part is this? Well, we're on part 19, so like another 20 parts, and we'll be halfway through. Although actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be another. It might be like more like another 10 parts or something, because there's a lot of story in the first chunk of the game, and there's gonna be a lot more gameplay coming up soon. So the Barmu's not here yet. He's gonna show up where that urn is. So we're just gonna keep going here and killing more bats. Aw. Man, he's like almost dead. Oh, is he flying up? There we go. So yeah, we're dealing really good damage, especially Balthier. He's definitely wrecking it with his crossbow there. He's like as powerful as Vossler. And like I know how I'm saying like we're kind of undergeared, and we are to a point. Like I think we're too undergeared to fight the demon wall, especially without quickenings. But if we did have this plus quickenings, we might have stood a chance. I want to make sure I don't get congested there. I am a little bit, like, it's been a long day, and I've been, like, recording. This is, like, the 4th video I'm doing today, so I apologize if my voice starts to get a little bit weaker. I'm trying my best to last throughout this whole video, but if I do decide to cut it a little bit early, that'll be the reason why. Although I also have, like, a very nice stopping point that I would like to get to. That's Vanish. Alright, that's a spell that I'll probably use, like, once in this whole game, honestly, in the Great Crystal. Alright, just kill this bat there. Man, so many bats early on. Like, you fight tons of bats. Alright, we have a chain now, so I think we might be getting him soon. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I really like this dungeon. It's got, like, this nice, it reminds me of Jak and Daxter, honestly. I don't know if that's just me, but it gives me such a Jak and Daxter vibe. Like Jak and Daxter 1, the original, not like the second. The second one, from what I remember, got weird, like all like techie and futuristic, and I didn't play it, so I know some people say it's good, but for me it was like, it's like not the same feel as the original, because the original was very like, I don't know, like tribal techie, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Barmu's here. All right, so that's Barmu. He's sitting there. So I'm gonna get out Fran and Vaughn, and we're gonna go into stealing mode. Oh, man, these gambits are really weak right now. Not that it's really a problem, but like for Fran, as long as she's got her HP thing, it should be fine. I'm also gonna go ahead and turn that off and turn on steal. And Vossler, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off any gambits, or I'm just gonna turn off his gambits in general. So he can just sit there. I don't want to kill him, but I don't want him to get in the way and start attacking the monster. So, oh yeah. Prepare to steal for a while. Ooh man, Balthier is taking lots of damage there. Alright, I'm actually gonna speed this up. I'm just watching the top corner of the combat log. As soon as he says he has nothing to steal, that means we got it. And I would like to get a couple, because this helps a ton. I might not get a couple, I might just get one. But yeah, it's gonna help a ton with like defense and stuff, especially since we have a lot of mages. Yeah, Fran, just heal us up. Keep us healed. You're the white mage. And this is the part of Final Fantasy XII where I kind of tune out and just let it do its thing, which is totally fine. Like, I don't have a problem doing that. I can sit here and talk to you. And drink my water. Ooh, I got the steal. Okay, awesome. So let's stop that. So what we stole was Lamia's tiara. Right here, this helm. It's so good. Look at that magic resist increase from 9 to 26. Like, that's crazy. Like, basically any spell that gets thrown at Fran, she's gonna take 0 damage to. And on top of that, it's also half damage to ice in general. So it's just a really good thing this early on. I would like to put it on more people. How many mages do we have? We have pretty much 2 people that can use it. You know what? I might go ahead and get one more. Did you guys mind? Like, I mean, I feel bad asking for permission, but I kind of feel like it's a good idea. So how you reset it, you just have to go back and, actually I don't think we have to kill it again. I think we can just leave and then go back and he should have the item again. Maybe? I don't know. I'm curious. We'll find out. I don't really remember too well. Man, Balthier's hair is so high texture now. I never noticed. Balthier, your hair. Your hair, Balthier! I don't know what I'm referencing. I'm just sort of spouting nonsense, but whatever. He's still standing to the side, so I feel like he might still not have anything. Yeah, he has nothing to steal. That's fine. We can just examine this waystone. I'll actually meet you back when I get the second one, just to save us some time. So yeah, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I've taken the time to quickly respawn him. I'm back now, by the way. I was I had to go, since I stole from him and I had to respawn him. I also had to like go and like redo the conditions to respawn him, which meant killing all those bats all over again. So now let's get our stealing party back in the action here and turn Balthier's Gambit back to steal, and Vossler can go back off. And now we basically just repeat the process. Let's play Balthier. I don't want to. Like, Fran, I like to play, but she's going to be throwing out heals. Not that it really matters, because this is the kind of thing where I just sort of set down the controller and talk to you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, we already got it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I just saw the steal happen just like right now. Let me at least take a sip. That was like my plan, was to take a nice sip of my water, and I never got around to it because we stole it so fast. So anyway, now... Yeah, so now both Bosch and Fran get it, and that's gonna be great for them. Like, you have no idea like how much that's gonna help against magic damage. Like, it's crazy good, and I don't feel like it's cheating because it's fun to get. Honestly, that's my only thing. Like, once you know about it, it's like, you know, you're just taking advantage of the system a little bit. So let's go ahead and kill this now. Oh, sorry, Vossler, my bad. We'll turn your Gambits back on. I know you're blind too. There you go. There you go, my boy. You're all better. Fran, what do you have? Oh, you have the sword. Okay. Balthier's doing some pretty good damage though. Look at that crossbow damage, 407. Like, that's insane. Oh, so good. At this point of the game, that's like some crazy DPS. That's for sure. So now that we've taken care of that, we can actually explore the dungeon for real now. So I'm gonna get Vaughn and Fran out of here and get back Bosch and Ash, because that was our party. They're the ones that need the leveling right now, especially Bosch. He's only level 19. He's our last sub 20. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good on time, actually. I was kind of worried that like stealing the whole like the 2 Lamia's tiaras would take us forever, but I cut and we're only at like 22 minutes on my raw recording, so I'm not too worried about us. Like, I thought it was just going to take us way longer than it did, but it totally didn't. So I'm really happy. That means we can sort of take our time exploring the actual tomb itself, because we haven't scratched the surface just yet. We got this whole tomb to explore. The whole north side and then the whole south side of the tomb of Raithwall. Yeah, I don't know. Something about this part of the game is just really fun and quirky. This dungeon is just... I don't know. I like it. It's like there's not like the story isn't super stressful yet. Like, not that it gets stressful later, but like the story stakes obviously get way higher as time goes on. But right now it's still like we're still in that adventure-y feel where like, all right, we're trying to get the Dawn Shard for Ash so that way she can reclaim her kingdom and stuff. But also like, ooh, good job, Bosch. You're no longer sub 20. Also, it's like we still feel that taste of adventure. There's not a ton of urgency yet. There's just enough urgency to keep us going, but we're still in it really for the travel, and I love that part about this game. Or that I love. What was I gonna say? I love this part of the game because of that reason, I guess is what I should have said. And this whole dungeon sort of reflects that. Like, you're fighting really fun enemies that are fun to kill. They're not a pain yet. Enemies will become a bit of a pain later. Ooh, foul flesh. That'll sell for a lot. That's good. Man, these facers are so angry. Like, look at them. Rago. That's what they're called. You know, I don't think we've gotten these facer enemies in 14 yet, which is interesting. You'd think they would have made this a boss at this point, because they use a ton of models in 14. But not this one yet. But you never know. They'll probably use it soon. I guess, like, compared to the other monster models, it is a little bit different looking. So I don't know. I love killing these zombies too. Their designs are so cool. Oh, cool. 2 level ups in 1, even though Vossler doesn't really count because he's just a guest. We're not gonna have we're gonna have Vossler for a little bit, but not for too much longer. Guests don't usually last longer than a couple hours. There is one guest that will last for quite a while, and I'll let you know when we get to him how long he's gonna last and how we're gonna take advantage of that person. I already said he, so how we're gonna take advantage of him. The only female guest in this game was Ash when she was Amalia, so every other guest is a he, which is fine. That's okay. 61 gil. Yeah, these chests aren't anything. They're not anything special, but you know, every little bit of gil counts. And oh, we got more of these. The lesser chimeras. That's an interesting color scheme. I like the face on it. And we're getting handkerchiefs. We're gonna need our handkerchiefs actually, because some of these monsters will start to cast oil on us, and that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Oh man, you can see more down there. I love how this dungeon sort of like layers upon itself. And oh, the chimes and everything. Oh, it's so aesthetic. It's so atmospheric aesthetic, I guess. That's what I'm saying. It's just, it's got that nice cozy adventure-y feel. Isn't that right, Ragoji? Ragoji is dead. Oh well. So yeah, what's everyone up to today? It's been a pretty busy day for me. I went over to my cousin's and I was playing Mario Odyssey with him. My younger cousin's like, I want to say he's 12 now. Malik. You might even be watching this video. If I'm wrong, Malik, and you're actually 11, I'm pretty sure you're 12, but I might be wrong. You never know. Anyway, I think you are 11. I can't remember. Oh man, that's bad. I'm getting too old. I'm getting to the point where like I'm starting to forget the ages of my cousins because I can barely remember my own age. Like I know I'm 24. But oh, by the way, what I just did there, you had to examine this to lower this down, and if you could touch it, half of the altar is sunk into the stone floor. So when we go to the south side, we'll get to do the same thing, and that's how you fully explore the dungeon. But yeah, I'm getting to the point where like I know I'm 24, but in my brain I'm still like 22. Well, like when someone asks me how old I am, I just say, oh, I'm 22. But then I realized, holy crap, I'm actually 24. Never mind, I was wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my mindset is still that of, like, I feel like my brain sort of matured when I was 19, so I feel like I'm perpetually 19. Like, inwardly, like, I have that 19-year-old mindset, which is a nice mindset to have if you've matured at that point. Some people mature, like, because your brain always tends to mature, like, around when you're 20, from what I've read. And that's when it happened for me. I guess I was 19, so it was a little bit earlier. Some people's brains mature like at a much earlier rate, like when you're 16 and stuff. Like I think that's kind of the case for my brother, because my brother's a pretty mature guy, Jesse. Oh, we got petrified. Oh no. Did I just skip it? Where's the chronosphere? Here we go. No, that's stop and slow. Gold needle. That's what we need. Where are my gold needles? Gold needle. We only got 7. That's not good. Alright. Hopefully we don't have to deal with too many petrifications. We also have Bosch, and I think Bosch has he does not have Stona, so we gotta be careful. That's like those 7 gold needles are all we have. So we gotta be a little bit careful. Hopefully we don't get petrified too often. I think only the lesser chimeras can do it, so it's not really something to worry about too much. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're done with this half of, we're pretty much done with the north half. The south half is pretty similar too. I'm just checking if there's something here. There is. Ooh, Enchanter's Jalaba. I don't know if that's good or not. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, Bosch already has it on too. Awesome. So that increases defense, and alright, that's pretty good. We got lucky. RNG was nice to us today. I'm not really trying to like get any like heavy RNG chests at the moment, so whatever we get, and I'm just happy to get what we get. I'm happy to get what we get because whatever we get is what we get. And stuff. Man. Alright, let's head back on over. That's the wrong way. Okay, yeah, we want to go this way. I'm speeding up our run just a little bit because this place takes a while to run through. Like, these are some pretty long stairways. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty long. I'll slow us down when we get to the south half, though. The south half is a little bit tougher than the north half. But not by much. Like it's not that difficult in my opinion. We're also like pretty at level, so I'm not too worried about us. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not worried about us dying as long as it's not the demon wall. All right, so let's go ahead and dip down here. Oh, thank you. I just leveled up without even trying. That's great. All right, we'll kill these bats because we sort of gathered them all. Windstone and an antidote. Awesome. So yeah, the south side is just as nice. a couple more enemies to fight. We got a couple new enemies, I think. The Facers and the zombies are still there, but yeah. Stuff. I don't know. Today's a very relaxed day. Yeah, I was talking about my day earlier because a lot of stuff happened. I was over at my cousin's house. Nope. All right, I hit it. That's okay. It's just didn't do that much damage, and it was worth it for the Hastig emote. So I went to my cousin's house for breakfast or for brunch, and it was really nice. And we played Mario Odyssey and stuff like that. I've been working on now that I beat the story, I'm trying to get all the moons in each world. It's just taking a while, but it's also a lot of fun. Some of them are really tough though. Let me tell you. But anyway, so we're doing that, and then I left to come to Chicago from their house around like 3 o'clock. My train was supposed to be at 3:01, but it ended up like not arriving until 3:17. So I was waiting for a while. But then it was really nice because the Metro people who like stamp your ticket, they forgot to ask me for my ticket, so I didn't have to pay, which was really nice. I mean, I feel bad that. I always feel a little bit bad because I know that's part of the problem about why they always hike up the prices every year. But also, if you're not gonna ask me to pay, I'm not gonna pay. That's like $5 I don't need to spend. So, yeah, $5 I'm more than happy to keep for myself. Yeah, we're fighting the Lost Souls now. But anyway, so I got to Chicago, and I went to the gym for the first time in a really long time today. Now that I finally have the time to do it, it's like, yes, I have the time. And it's really nice. So I went and did I ran a mile in 8.5 minutes. So I was pretty happy about that. I know some people can probably do it much better than I can, but for me, that's I had to work hard to run that mile in 8.5 minutes because I'm kind of out of shape. And I would like to get right now I'm 180 for my weight, and I would like to get it back down to 150 because that's kind of how I'm used to it being. I'm not I wouldn't call myself fat or anything, but I noticed the longer I'm in school for these breaks. Oh man, will you stop teleporting? Holy crap! Yeah, the longer I'm in school for these breaks, the more I just sort of tend to I stress eat and stuff. So I want to make sure that I don't do that as much and just stay healthy and also get my sleep. Oh my gosh, this is so you need to go away. There we go. We all got oiled unfortunately, but thankfully we got 24 handkerchiefs, so I'm not too worried. Everyone use a handkerchief. Come on. You two both here. There we go. So, we could go ahead and go straight down this path right now. I'm actually going to continue and explore the other half just for the sake of getting as much experience as we can get. And I don't like to leave any stone unturned. I mean, I know what's here. I've done this dungeon countless times at this point, but I also I want to show it. I want to show off the whole area in my LP. I don't want to just skim through and squeeze as much time as we can get. Yeah, so I'm that's my new thing with this LP. When I started it up, I was all about being fast and getting through this game in a relatively quick manner. Now, oh my god, oil again? Wow. Okay. Now I'm definitely about just taking my time and having a really good old time in the world because I feel that's more important. I can't believe I'm wasting these handkerchiefs on New Vossler. But you do need to hit stuff. Well, it doesn't blind you. It only takes you what oil does is it I should have explained this. What oil does is it makes you. I think it triples the fire damage you take. So if someone casts fire on you, it'll deal that amount times 3. I could be wrong. It might be a little bit more complicated than that, but it deals more fire damage, and that's all you really need to know. There actually is a boss later on that if you do cast oil on it, this is towards the end of the game, if you cast oil on that boss, you should just cast 2 Firagas and you just wreck it. It's so nice. Oil is a really nice status effect to abuse on enemies if you know that they're weak to fire anyway. Alright, you need yourself a Chronos Tear because you got slowed. I'm so happy that Chronos Tears heal slow now. In Vanilla 12, they didn't. They didn't heal slow. They only healed stop. And so, you didn't really have a use for them until stop became a status that was actually problematic, which is, I want to say, in the Golmore jungle-ish area. It might be even past that actually. So it's not really something to worry about, but slow was always a problem. You couldn't. The only way you used to be able to heal slow was with a remedy, and remedies are really valuable this early on. But now they're not as valuable anymore because, well, they're still valuable because we can't really get many remedies, but Chronos Tears are really easy to get. Oh my gosh, don't be oiling me up. I'm just gonna leave the oil. It's not really a big deal. At least until we get outside. But yeah, now that Chronos Heroes, which is the change they made in the international version in ICJS, and it carried over into this version, of course, which is really nice. I like that. It's one of the better changes of this game that people tend to not notice, but I always notice because I like love this game. So, ooh, 178 experience. That's like almost 187 experience. We 187. That's me. I mean, that's not my username anymore, but it's still me. It's still me on the inside. It always will be. I'll always be We187. You know, it's kind of weird. The other day I was like, I was like getting all set to record. And I was like, hey people, this is We187. And I'm like, hold on, wait, I don't say that anymore. I say Talem Splash. Like, it was just that weird like lapse in my thoughts where I was like saying We187, just like the good old days. It could also be just because Final Fantasy 12 is like, it calls back to like this is the first game I ever uploaded to YouTube was Final Fantasy 12, and here I am 10 years later still doing it. So yeah, shows you how much I'm a sucker for Final Fantasy 12, I guess. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm very happy that like at 24 years old I'm just as into this game as I was when I was 14. Like that means a ton. Like, I'm so happy that I'm still playing this game today. I was 13 when I first found out about this game. I remember, like, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, but like I was at I think it must have been Walmart or Target. I'm pretty sure it was Walmart, and I saw like the poster, like the little sign on Walmart saying, "Hey, pre-order Final Fantasy 12," and I begged my grandma to pre-order it. And she didn't let me pre-order it because she was like, oh, you can just get it when it comes out. You don't need it. You already just got that Kingdom Hearts game, so you can just play that. And I was like, yeah, you're right, but this looks cool. And so I got obsessed with FF12 for a while. Like, I was saving, like, the magazine, like the PlayStation magazine. I have it, like, stuck up on my wall because, like, the cover was all Final Fantasy 12 related. And I was, like, so into it. Like, oh, this is so cool. So I don't know why I tore that page out. I feel bad that when I was young, I used to like, just like tear stuff out of magazines and write them. I was like, I don't like how I did that, but whatever. It's just how it is. These Talos Splash. But anyway, so yeah, so I stuck that on my wall. It's still on my wall today. I never took it down in my room at home in the suburbs. Not in my apartment. I might frame it one day. I think that's a really nice thing to frame. Like a ripped magazine page that I saved because I was super into FF12. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I should frame it. Anyway, I didn't get to pre-order it, but I eventually did pick it up. And I played up until Barheim Passage, and I would get stuck at Barheim Passage, which is the story I've told before. I think I told it when we actually were in Barheim Passage, so I don't need to repeat myself. But, yeah, that's just how it goes. And then eventually, when I did beat Barheim Passage, I got to this point, and then I would get stuck at a different boss. I would get stuck at, or not a boss, I would get stuck in a different area. I would get stuck in the Paramina Rift, which we haven't gotten to yet. I don't know why I got stuck there, because it's not really a tough area. I mean, enemies hit kind of hard, but not really. Nothing in this game hits really hard if you're, like, at level pace for it. Anyway, I'm just going to go touch the save crystal really fast, and then we're going to go back and go towards the center. The center. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this new way that I'm handling the LP, though, because it's more in tune, I think, with what I like to do, and that's important. I think when you're LPing a game is to make it really authentic and not make it perfect, because an LP is never going to be perfect. That's for sure. At least like the more expressive style LP that I try to do, which isn't like what others try to do. Like I talked about last time. Yeah, it like kind of, I guess, what makes it really interesting to record and to watch, in my opinion, is when people make mistakes. And so I just have to be able to let that happen. Like this whole LP has been like a relearning experience for me. I'm relearning how to LP. I mean, not that it's really a skill, but, you know, it's something that I do take a little bit of pride in doing, I guess, because I like doing it. So, I mean, anyone would. It's just a hobby. Everyone's allowed to take pride in their hobby. Yeah, this game is sort of like it's bringing out the joy of LPing again, and I'm really happy that it is. I'm sad that I had to take that break, but Honestly, that's just gonna happen when it is a hobby. When school happens and I get really busy, that's just something I have to do. I have to prioritize other things in life. It's a shame, but that's okay. Ooh, we got a cutscene. I'll be quiet.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
I don't know. Vaughn is like talking with Vossler and Ash, like the adults in this party right now. So maybe he's a little bit smarter than you give him credit for. Unless he's just like sort of trying to act all like he's trying to act all serious in front of Ash and Vossler because Ash is the princess and stuff. I don't know. Vaughn's alright. I don't have a problem with him. He can be a little bit cringy, but you know what? That comes with the nature of being an a Final Fantasy protagonist. Every Final Fantasy protagonist is cringy. Ooh, there's the blood sword that I got for free. And I don't think it's very good, honestly. Oh, it is good. It's better than what Ash. It's not better than what Ash has. It is better than what Penelo has, but she doesn't have the license for it. So let's go and get that license for Ash. I mean, for Penelo rather. Just not that she's gonna use it right now, but I feel like she deserves it. So we're gonna. Where is it? Oh my gosh. You are a knight, right? Where's that blood sword? Is it all the way down here? I know they like put it somewhere weird. No, it has to be here somewhere. Oh, it's right here, right? No, that's the platinum armor. Is it up here? Am I just like blind? Am I not seeing it? Because it's in the knight thing, right? Right, Demon's Bane, Platinum Sword. It should be like around here. Intercession, Great Swords. All right. Usually it gets its own license, but I thought you would think it gets its own license like really early on, like not really late. Because this is like really late here. Carcetta, we never got that. We never got that. Carcetta. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess do knights just not get blood sword? That's really weird. If they just don't get blood sword, unless it's like in a weird place that I'm just not seeing. Not that it's a problem. Well, you know what? Ash has it. Ash can equip it, right? Can Ash equip it? Ash can't equip it either. Okay, so interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, I guess I'll look into that later. I didn't really pay attention to that. You'd think that the knights could get the blood sword, but I guess not. But yeah, like I said, it's not really a big problem. Like I said, we're doing fine on gear. I'm not worried. I'm just going over to the other side because there is another treasure chest here, and I don't remember what's here in this version. A tuft of Phoenix down. A tuft. A tuft. Professor Tufty. I think that wasn't like a professor in Harry Potter. Professor Tufty. He was the one who like proctored the OWLs in the 5th Harry Potter book. That's what he did. Galloping gargoyles. Oh man. Oh. Well, that was an exhalation, let me tell you. So anyway, before we fight this random boss who is actually really important, I want to go ahead and get this treasure. This is an elixir, and on the other side is a technique that I really don't want to miss, called Shades of Black, which is it's a technique that uses a random black magic skill on a foe, which is actually really good for your non-mages to hit like flying foes and stuff. Anyway, now we can kill it. So you don't want to have oil on this for this boss because he will start as soon as he like gives you oil, he'll like start wrecking you with like fire aga and all that. So I would say this is like the first kind of tough boss in the game because he does hit a little bit hard. Not for me, obviously, but for like a first-time player, probably. Like yeah, he hits both here for like 134, and he's got a lot of defense. So and he's doing that greater barrier. What does that mean? Oh, he has protect and shell. And now he's doing his Fire Raja. that. Yeah, so that's Firaja. It does, okay, that does oil you up, so I'm gonna go ahead and handkerchief me and you, Bosch, as well. Should wipe yourself clean of that oil. You don't want to be oiled. And that's really all there is to this boss. I don't know why we're cooped up in this corner, but he's like, Balthier is kind of tanking him, so we're not really gonna be moving unless I move Balthier, and I don't need to. He's kind of nice here, nice and sequestered. You could cast water, and it would deal quite a bit of damage. Not really a big deal. I don't have a water moat on me, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really care too much. We can just beat him up. He's already almost dead, and then we'll have our first Esper. There we go. Man, that is a muscular arm. We got our first Esper. Man, okay, that's 1 of 12. We have a lot more to get. Actually, 13 Espers total. So, oh boy, we got a ton to enjoy and attain. You obtain the Esper Bellius the Gigas. Or actually, I think it's Belias.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
Yeah.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
Penelo, why are you looking at Vaughn like that? Like, did he say something? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Penelo does a lot of really interesting things in the background of a lot of cutscenes, which is why I like having her around, honestly. Like, all right, pay attention to how many times she covers her mouth. It happens a lot. I'm gonna tell you that. It's probably already happened too often. Okay, so this music, I'm just gonna be quiet for a second so you can hear it. Alright, yeah, I love that music. Oh my gosh. So this is like what I imagine would be, I don't know, like the main, like this is kind of what I wish Ash's theme was. It kind of is Ash's theme. Excuse me. It always plays like in big moments of her character. Like we're about to have a big cutscene for Ash right now, so it always plays during those parts. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet. We got a nice cutscene coming up.
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
What? You will be avenged.
Why are you looking at him? Pinello, oh my gosh, what did he do? Oh my, alright, anyway, actually that theme as well, I would also consider like Ash's theme, even though Ash's actual theme is nothing like that. Like, she does have a theme, and it's just the Guru Vegan background music, but like, those two songs are super core to Ash's like character, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. Pinello, what's with you? I will read the inscription. By this, return ye to the Hall of the Destroyer. By other means, return ye back to this place. So we're gonna touch the Waystone and be zipped off to who knows where. Back to the Hall of the Destroyer, I guess. Which I think is the Demon Wall. So, I guess the Demon Wall is the Hall of the Destroyer. There are quite a bit of guardians in this temple, this tomb. We had the Garuda last episode. We had the two Demon Walls, one we just ran away from, and then we had Belias. Yeah, I know I say Belias. That's just habit. I think it's actually pronounced Belias. Anyway, we're gonna touch this device over here. We have the Dawn Shard now, so that's great. It didn't take us all too long. Only like, what, 3 videos or so? Yeah, I was thinking this would take us a lot longer, but we got through it in time. So if I go downstairs now, it's gonna lead into a like super long string of cutscenes and like a ton of like stuff that I just can't like stop in the middle of. So we're gonna save that for next video. We're actually closing in about like, I'd say we're like at 45 minutes right now anyway. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited for the next video. You should be too, because it's really good. Where did I say that? I think it was it's the one on the bottom, right? No, I mean, I think it was this. Well, that was where I saved, but this is like my failsafe save, so we'll save here. Yes. So, yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next video is gonna be something else, let me tell you. So definitely stick around for it. Check out my Final Fantasy Galaxy 2. Yes, no, my Super Mario Galaxy 2 LP, if you can. That would mean a lot to me personally. Like, that's not really something you have to do, but I think it would be pretty cool if you did, because I'm having a lot of fun with that game again. If it's not up right now, then it will be like tomorrow or something. So anyway, take care, guys. Bye-bye. Later.